For too long have we lived as strangers to one another.
Or we just continue
Divided
on
by
in reality
walls
like
built
nothing.
to keep us safe. But now with the completion of the Cairo network, we may at last move forward as a people united. Today we come together to celebrate the birth of a new nation. A new nation for a new world. The United Cities of America. I once took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And though that proud republic may be no more, we remain. And so, as your president, I hereby swear to support and defend.
Sam's on board. He's got a new suit.
Let there be no more walls between us, nor masks to hide who we
You're wearing a mask. There you go. Take it off. He doesn't even look that old. It's not a damaged face or anything.
Let there be a new America. An America where we can face one another. Where we can speak our mind and open our hearts. The old ways die hard. But I believe, my fellow Americans, that we have the strength and the courage to rise above our past and embrace our future. The Death Stranding is a part of that past.
And he's still on the beach looking for his family, dying every 20 minutes.
Reminder of what could have been. That we stand here today.
Another Sam? We were just in an orange suit. Was that not Sam? Was that just someone who looked a bit like him?
Together, to the bonds between us. To our collective greatness. All things must come to an end. Ourselves included. But as long as we savor each moment,
make the most of
find
life.
Joy in the promise of tomorrow, embrace hope, and reject despair, we will endure. President Bridget Strand and her daughter, Samantha America Strand, sacrificed everything.
Yet everyone called her Amelie, but she's also Samantha. It makes no sense.
Might be whole again.
And she's also America.
That they are not here today to see the fruits of their labor fills us all with a profound sadness.
Even though you know the truth and you don't believe in her.
We find comfort in the knowledge that their memories will live on in the Cairo network and in our hearts. We will always remain connected. There is another hero in this story. One whose achievements seem destined to go unrecognized.
Now we leave the room before he thanks us.
Still needs that hero. That person without whom we would not be here. Now, the name is unimportant, but you know who I mean.
Oh yeah, everyone in the room knows that you mean.
I have a message. It was you who brought us together. You who made us whole again. And while you
doesn't seem happy
will
with that.
eventually pass on, we will be...
Going somewhere, Sam? Tired of being the unsung hero?
No, I'm done is all. She's gone.
Come on, wait. There's something I need to tell you. Huh. This doesn't bother you anymore?
He's cut off from the beach, isn't he?
That's great.
So...
Now, wouldn't you like to know how we brought you back from the beach? We were going to use the doll, but didn't have one handy, which is when I remembered something else.
Not what I think it is.
Umbilical cords.
What could be more connected to Amelie's beach than President Strand's umbilical cord? Hartman thought that's why she left it with me in the first place. Unfortunately...
It didn't work.
Yeah, she'd already cut her beach loose. It was just gone. We didn't know if that meant she dragged you into the great beyond or sent you to some other beach. We were really racking our brains. Hartman and Mama split up and started searching every beach.
She's now Mama,
we
not
have
just
bunched up on.
Lockney.
We looked for a
Mama's
month
dead.
with absolutely nothing to show for it.
A month on the outside.
I guess
How long on the
Mama would
inside?
be
Trust
on
me
the
when I
beach
tell you,
side.
you don't want to know. But don't worry. We found no signs of accelerated aging. In the end, this is what led us to you. Just when we were about to give up, Di Hardman reminded us about the revolver. So we tried to follow it, and it led us to a far corner of your own beach. And bingo, there you were.
So he's
Mama
the
made
extinction
visual contact
entity
first.
now.
She was able to see you from her vantage point on the other side. She informed Lockna via the
Hello,
connection,
Sagittari.
and Hartman confirmed your location during his subsequent NDE. The
How are
plan
you?
was for Fragile to, in essence, slingshot Lou and me to your position so we could rescue you.
That he did.
Not so
And that's, I
easy
guess
to
that's
send
why he was
multiple
being pulled back.
individuals to another person's beach for an extended period of time. And that's where the umbilical cord came in. We wove these from President Strand's DNA. They serve as a single knot that binds us all. The President must have known all of this would happen. Ironic, isn't it? The gun that set this whole mess in motion ends up being the key to saving you.
Amelie. She said I had another.
Yeah, I'm liking the game. I think we're at the end of the game now.
But a lifeline. A stick that became a rope.
Rope.
I suppose that's
How about
one way of
yourself?
putting it.
Like, we've literally saw the end credits, so...
You have no idea how long I've been waiting to give you a hug. Got something.
And now he finally gets to live.
Top secret. It's about
Oh,
Cliff.
he always loves to hug and
Phoebe's mother's
whisper
name was
secrets.
Lisa Bridges, Cliff's common-law wife.
Lisa Bridges.
Which also means BB is also
Cliff was
Sam.
killed by a man identified in the records only as John. Former U.S. Special Forces.
Die Hardman.
Quite good at it by all accounts. Later appointed as an aide to the president, who used him for most of her wet work. The records go on to state that
It
he
is a pretty good
vanished
game.
after Cliff's death. A warrant was put out, but he was later found dead.
Except he isn't. He's
Turns out some
Die
people die
Hardman.
harder than others, though. Dear John donned a mask and reappeared with a new identity. But you can't fool the chiral network. We restored the old records, and Mama hid them deep in the archives. You're the only one besides
Also, if
us
Mama
with
hid
access
them,
to
then
it.
she just knew all along.
Take a look if you're so inclined. But don't say I didn't warn you. The president's got some dirty, dirty laundry. I don't trust him, but I'll work with him if that's what it takes. We'll talk later.
And now we have the revolver again. 98-year-old man. It's not going to make me do an immediate decision, is it?
Sam. I don't expect you to forgive me. But would you hear me out? I killed Captain Clifford Unger.
I mean, you already know that we know that.
I would tell you I did it for America. For love of country. But I didn't.
He did it for
I
Bridget.
did it for her. Because I loved her with all my heart.
And he was jealous.
She was everything to me. Everything. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses. I just want you to know that not a day's gone by when I haven't thought about it. Time didn't help. Or the mask. Please, let me finish. The captain saved my life. You know why they call me Die Hardman?
Because you survive constantly where you should be dead.
He wouldn't let me die.
It was because of Cliff. Yes, we know that.
He brought my sorry ass back home every time.
We saw that scene.
And I loved him as much as I loved her.
Well, then you shouldn't have been made to make that decision, should you?
And when he stared me down, that ghost, I knew he was here to kill me, to make it right. And why shouldn't he?
He wasn't doing that. He was just there to get his baby back, and you just happened to be there.
Why didn't he?
Because he always
He couldn't
saved
save
you.
His kid, his baby. And that's what brought him back.
Because he always wants to save others.
I guess when he saw I was trying to do my part for America, he remembered who he was. And he forgave me. God! But I don't deserve it, god damn it!
Well, then you make
There is
it
no
so that you
atoning for
deserve
what
it.
I've done. God! No.
Then you spend your life making up for it, don't you? I mean, all the acting in it's been pretty good, to be fair, so... And does he get a hug as well? You don't feel like you deserve to live, you spend your life making it so that you deserve it.
Maybe this is the next best thing. Maybe he brought me back from the beach for a reason.
Well, he always brought you back, didn't he?
One last time. He wanted me to do this. To keep on being Die Hardman.
No. He didn't. Nobody wants a president who acts like they're immortal.
That's true.
And if you're not scared of death, how can you value life? And life is pretty fucking fragile right now. And yeah, the old ways die hard. But that's what's gonna have to happen if we're gonna come together and build a better America. That gun won't help you here. That's her words, not mine.
Thank you, Sam.
That's just the easy way out, though. He should really spend his life making it, you know, deserving to have been repatriated, deserving to have been brought back and saved by the other guy. He should spend his life making it right.
Hey, Sam. Been waiting for you. Lou?
Dead?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least. The decommissioning order finally came through. Can't risk necrosis. The body can't stay here. I thought you might want to take care of it.
I mean, you could have birthed it and made it
Out of
alive.
the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order. And there are laws about that kind of thing, now that we're a nation. myself to do it.
But you're also a man that's been made of all dead parts. So...
But if the alternative is defying the president, I can't do that either. Not me.
So I have to do it.
All right. I'll go to the incinerator.
I thought you'd open it and birth the baby into the real world. That seems like the correct option.
Before you leave, I'd like to check something quickly. I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did,
Freedom.
the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. I trust you'll remember what I said.
Right. Absolutely.
It's time to birth the baby. And not incinerate it, but also be free. And the longer you wait to do it, the more likely the baby isn't going to live.
Thanks for everything.
No last minute making outs with the random guy. So it almost looked like he was gonna do. Fragile. Jump BB to the beach.
How's the weather?
Don't think you'll be needing an umbrella.
Also, what happens to a fancy leather
After
suit?
all.
Just to
Don't
deliver
worry.
it out.
I won't get mixed up with any terrorists this time. UCA's got my back. We're the first private delivery company to get the official approval.
Sounds like you're moving up in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks. Wait. There's something I have to tell you. I didn't shoot Higgs. Couldn't pull the trigger,
But he's alive!
so I let him choose. Death
Or he shot himself
or
then.
eternal solitude on the beach.
Fair enough. You never did like breaking things.
That's right.
Also, fragile symbol is the hands.
And reconnect. I'm fragile.
But not that fragile.
Wanna come work for me? Could use a man like you.
The world's still broken. Same as before.
What isn't? But we're still here. We're still chugging along.
Not everyone. Not me.
Come on. You put America back together, didn't you?
Doesn't mean there's a place for me. I've got no ties to anyone or anything. I might as well be dead. I felt like that when we first met in the cave. I still do.
Don't act like you're the same person. You've learned how to touch, to feel. You've connected with people. With us.
Everything I touch, I lose.
Sam!
Crypto bites everywhere. Time to birth the baby.
One last delivery.
It's an episode. I don't wanna. Like, we're not on the network. We're free. Oh, fuck off, copyright music. Fuck off, copyright music. I don't want the copyright music. I wonder... Wait, there's no wall. Now, what would happen if I went and took a dive in the ocean? There's there's a beach here. We found a new beach. Okay. Right, I'm not going to the incinerator. I'm not. I'm gonna try and see what happens if I go to one of the other places. Because there's another place right here. But we're free until we do this. And the walls are gone. Have I accidentally screwed myself? No. No? Maybe? I saw an opportunity to escape the realms of existence. And I may have made a mistake. Can I get through that hole in the wall? Okay, so I need to find another way back into reality. I remember raging so hard when this game was just not finishing. It constantly does that, doesn't it? Like, you think it's over, it's not. Okay, we made it back into the realms of reality. That's off limits. Now I'm going to go down here and see what happens when I go down here. We have found somewhere else. Can I connect to a terminal? No. Not allowed to connect to terminals. That's my own sign with 98 likes. Like, it definitely feels like we should not be laying into rest. We're meant to avoid that. Okay. But... like, why is it so that the boundaries are not up anymore? It does seem a bit odd. So I'm gonna go explore in boundaries we're not supposed to go, perhaps. I'm gonna avoid going the place that we're supposed to go. Okay. And there's whole big cities over there. Maybe we have to go this way because the terminals are offline. God damn it. I really think he should be birthing it though, rather than incinerating it. Maybe he will make that decision once he's up there and he'll be like, you know, we were given a choice. Obviously that would be my choice. Free the baby and see what happens. At the very least, you know, don't just naturally go to incinerating it. The option should definitely be give the baby an opportunity at life. As we have to then climb this mountain one last time. I know the skies are nice and clear. Eat some crypto bites because we jumped off a cliff and onto our face. Might need some more blood back. Okay, we're now back alive. The rivers are all nice and clear. We can still scan with BB. Okay, there are... You're not able to collect chiral crystals that shouldn't exist, actually. You know, that's just an ordinary rock. But it looks like chiral crystals. Hey, even though BT's dead, BB is dead. The scanner still works, and it shouldn't work without him. So let's not question it. Let's not question it. Okay, that is actually a visible chiral crystal, which you would think he would still be able to collect. Right? Because why does it matter? I guess, you know, what's the point in collecting anything if it's the end of the game? But, you know, if chiral crystals are there, why can't he take them? Okay, we're just gonna follow this path, and I guess I went over the river here. Right, up the mountain. Again, can't look on the map, even though it might be important to look on the map and plan your route. Hopefully there's a nice way up that isn't screwed. Okay, there's some things. Like, part of me thinks there's some other option other than doing this. Part of me thinks there's supposed to be some other option. Maybe run it off somewhere else that isn't this. Okay, now I don't think I'm climbing up the right cliff here, because there's a literal thing to climb over there. But we'll find our way up, I'm sure. And he won't fall on his face and die. He might. But if he does, it's not the end of the world. It is the end of the literal world. Yes, I know. He fell on his face. That's your fault, Sam, not mine. As I made you jump around a corner on a cliff. You know, you should just be able to do that, Sam. Okay, we've still got a bit more cliff to go. Unfortunately. I guess that's an option. Make Sam die rather than incinerate BB. That's always an option. It's not a game intended option, and it'll probably be game over, but it's always an option. Well, you can climb this, Sam. The hard way. It's the hard thing you're doing, so we're gonna climb the hard way. The unintentional way up the mountain. Who needs the easy ways? Okay, there we go. Right, no more BTs in the area. Because we've separated the beach. So there is a strand over there. Okay, suddenly sinister music. Yeah, I guess we gotta do this. Yeah, there's definitely stuff floating up from the beach. Are we still gonna do things on the other side? Okay, he's walking in on his own now. Sam's too dumb to figure anything out, always.
I guess we're here. You still with me, though?
No, he's dead, like they said, Sam.
Thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least.
Thanks for everything.
Child's special. One of a kind.
Oh, and you only connect him now? It's funny, because you connected him up on the way here.
Either that, or
A sacrifice.
A foundation. A bridge.
Brought you an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm gonna take you wherever you wanna go.
And he didn't get out of there in no time, did he? He stayed in there for ever. And then you were shot. It turns out that's a man in that. That's not his mom. Just some random guy that he killed.
Can I help you?
He didn't know that it was going to be him.
John, is that you?
Captain, what are you doing here?
My wife's
When he was ordered to do this.
They don't
Or
want
is
to
it your
be
wife?
black.
Because it looked like a guy in the last cutscene.
The Void Out in Manhattan. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were the husband.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
This is a woman in a mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
I have a duty to protect our country. Lies are an unfortunate necessity.
They're both Bridget. The woman in the coffin thing and her. And that's why she's wearing the mask to hide that she's Bridget.
The president gave me the highest level access privileges. I've used them to manipulate the security system. We have 5 minutes before it resets, sir. 5 minutes to talk. Off the record.
That wasn't just Die Hard when he did this.
Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry.
Yes, his wife is also Bridget Strand. We know that.
You were my commanding officer, but I swore an oath to the president to protect her and the country at all costs. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this.
Why are you helping me? If they catch you.
Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home. Back then, I thought I was invincible. I thought I was some kind of action hero. But I'm not the hero. You are, sir. You're the reason I'm still alive. And it's past time I paid that debt. They're moving your son to a new facility tomorrow. You'll never see him again. He'll serve as the
Cloning
foundation of
facility.
a new communications network. A sacrifice for a nation that no longer exists. I wrote down everything you need to know. It was the only way to keep it off the system. Burn it when you're done. The rest is up to you, sir.
Oh, is that when he shoots her?
I believe this belongs to you, sir. I can't terminate your wife's life support from inside her room. System won't allow it. So, this is the only other option.
The same pistol.
An alarm is set to go off if she flatlines. I've rigged the system to spoof her vitals. But you won't have long. 5 minutes, tops.
Also, there are no bullets. Okay, there are bullets in that. It doesn't look like it, though.
Don't hesitate, sir. This is the only chance you'll get.
I mean, why did you have to kill her if they were going to kill her anyway? Doesn't make sense. You're being manipulated to turn him into a bridge. Because by killing her whilst they're still connected in umbilical, you've linked him to a dead person.
Sorry, Lisa. Don't
You
worry.
created this.
I'll take care of him. I promise you. I promise you.
You were manipulated into creating the bridge.
My animal, Lisa.
Anomalies? Anomaly? Amelie? Is it an anomaly? You were manipulated into creating the bridge, because he's just on a premature birth life cycle at the moment, but now that he is connected, you have created a bridge.
Baby. Baby.
Now he's in a permanent state between life and death.
Baby. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Daddy.
We just get to see the entire vision in full. I mean, he's wearing it without connecting it. Okay, no ability to connect to the map, so no option to go run off do something else. Sadly. Okay, there's a light fitting which matches the thing. I guess we have no option. Can be cremated. The only option. I mean, everything comes to an end.
I just took your cufflinks offline.
Oh, is he finally going to
There'd
understand?
be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you
He's going to
use the
incinerate them.
incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically.
And free the baby.
You could try taking Lou out of the pod just to...
He finally gets it.
But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order.
God damn it, you're so slow, Sam. Take it out. Take it out. Take... Sam, you are so stupid. You are so stupid, Sam. 0% damage, huh? Jumps off a cliff flat onto the BB, falls off of a mountain, tries to find any way but the correct way. I don't think that was the right thing to do, Sam. I think you were supposed to take the hint and open the bloody container. God damn, you're so slow, Sam. God damn, you're slow.
A purpose that cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure.
That's a 30% chance of it living. You're so slow, Sam. So slow. Okay, we're connecting to the past visions of when the mom was killed. Okay. Leaving the room, I guess. Down this way. There he is. Right, there's nothing that way. There's probably nothing that way. Right, let's go chase Clifford. Hop. Into BB. The living version of him in the past. Through time. God damn, you're slow, Sam. I mean, yes, he was killed as a baby. Probably did damage his brain cells. But god damn, you're so slow. Elevators. Yeah, automatic doors aren't going to open for you when they've took the system offline and they're trying to hide you. Also, you wouldn't want to be in an elevator because they can literally stop that. Unless it's the only way out. Also, that's Die Hardman's revolver. Let's forget that.
Freeze! Hey, put it down! Drop it! Put it down!
Back off.
Back off! Get up! Don't do it! I'll handle this.
Just in case you hadn't seen all the vision, you know? But they also have to tie in the loose ends to the visions.
Oh, God. sorry, Captain. Don't! You got it! You two! Stay there! And hold your fire.
Thanks for trying, John.
Stop!
Step aside, sir, or we'll be forced to open fire.
It's a dead end. He's trapped. Security will take it from here.
Bridges in their full armor. And they could have just stood at the end of the corridor waiting. Now Sam's in there. Okay, Sam teleported to the past. Or is he just seeing it? Because Clifford doesn't seem to have paid attention to him being in there. That gun holds 6 bullets and you've wasted 2 of them. You used 2 on your wife. You have 2 bullets left. This is how he ends up back in the room, saying more things to him whilst dying. Okay.
I'm sorry, Lisa. I screwed it up. I've ruined everything.
This room is off limits. No one goes in. But he's in there, sir. I saw him. You saw him wrong. Now check the other way. Go! Yes, sir.
No. Open it up. He's inside.
Move, dumbass.
Well.
BB. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll always be with you. See the sunset. The day is ending.
The game never ends.
There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you.
Like America. Damn. He knows you're there. He's looking at you, Sam. You're a hologram. It's a past mission. The Die Hardman didn't kill him! Even though he said he did.
When I found out I was gonna be a father, I was so scared. Scared of what it would mean.
Well, you were father for hardly any
To be
time.
there for you and your mom.
And look what good it did. You killed his mom. And you died.
I couldn't just go off and get myself killed.
Except you did.
Couldn't leave you all alone. I couldn't.
And now you did. Because you killed his mom and you got yourself killed.
I had it all wrong. All wrong. Being a father didn't make me scared. It made me brave. I'm sorry. Sorry it took me so long.
Captain, look at you.
Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free.
Oh my God.
Okay, the baby's out. He opened the container.
Captain, I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John.
You let the baby
Let
be
it go.
born.
Please.
Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
Okay, so he did shoot him in the end.
You told me your name was Sam Porter.
The baby is Sam.
Sam Bridges. My son. My bridge to the future. Without you, I was just like any other Cliff. Dead end. No way forward. Nothing but an obstacle. Looking on at the world people like you were trying to build.
That's why they had a special connection, because it was his own memories.
Dividing people was the only thing I was ever good at.
And that's why he started aging when he was connected with himself. The baby version of him. That's it. Help your dad out.
But not you, Sam. You bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. And mine. Come on, Sam. Stand up.
Take yourself. Look after yourself.
Is this me?
They got to see him all grown up. And who he had become. Those were the last two bullets. Bridget shot him.
Oh God. Not BB too.
No, 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 no.
That's how she brought it back to life. Because she didn't mean to kill the baby. And that's why she brought Sam back and repatriated it. That's how it all began. But again, we can go back and change that, right? Because timey-wimey. Maybe it's still not over. Maybe if we make a decision to go back and change history. Because he interacted with us, we could maybe go back and change that. And stop Bridget causing all of this in the first place. Whales swimming upside down. Clifford as a BT. Became a BT in that instance. Because again, all BTs are just dead people. It's the souls of the dead people. They're not evil. Then BB on the beach.
There you are.
Amelie, the car of Bridget. Bringing him back to life and repatriating him. From BB, dead Sam. From BT, Sam. Fixed him up. The doll was born. Inside of BB. Inside of Sam. In that instance, he was connected to the beach. Clifford's there wanting his baby all along. Chasing his baby.
You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay.
Why is the lip sync off? Every other scene was perfectly fine and this one not. And Clifford walked off into the light. He didn't even stop to, stop this. But I guess he knows everything that's coming. Because he was talking to future Sam as well. So he knew all of that, but then he forgot, and then he started remembering who he was. But it wasn't because of Die Hardman. Like, he knew who he was a bit before whilst interacting with us, and it was the hug that gave him more memory every time. Kojima. Spaceman. Through time and space, timey-wimey! For the eternal cycle to one day break the Death Stranding. Wake up in the past again. Alive as BB reborn. Brought back and repatriated.
There you are. Welcome back.
You understand his days as a BB are over, now that his connection to the other side has been severed.
It was me who cut the cord. So yes.
A deathless repatriate in the world of the living. be decommissioned.
In a manner of speaking. Take him out of the pod.
So the whole thing was engineered by her. You know, she literally, and he looks confused as heck. He's like, what? Then we free a new Sam. Or a new rich baby similar to Sam. Because it's not necessarily him, this BB. Because Sam was freed and that BB is a different one.
Wake up.
Just born of the same circumstances. There's a death umbilical cord. Cut the death umbilical. You have the ability to cut the death umbilical.
Come on, Lou, wake up. Wake up.
All you have to do is cut the death umbilical to cut him from the dead side. Cut the umbilical.
Wake up.
But it's been so long the controller turns off. Cut the death umbilical, Sam. I guess you don't have the way to cut it anymore because you just incinerated them. Well, so he looks a lot smaller again now. I guess he's not growing anymore. Now you got to figure out how the heck you're going to feed the baby. I mean, holding the Bridget Strand's DNA. Okay. And then all the strands of all the dead BBs are just here watching on. But they are different types of BTs because they are white. And of course, I noticed the Bridget Strand chandelier connection. And then the chandelier of all of the souls of all of the other BBs. All connected. But the ones that didn't make it. And then the time fall is still going on. You're now free to live your lives, but somehow you have to sneakily get milk to feed BB and food for yourself and also exist off the radar in a world that there's not a lot to it. Because, you know, otherwise they're just going to recuff you and force you back into servitude and take BB away from you. So, yeah, on very hard, and you know, for the most part it was balanced. The bosses were kind of ridiculous at times, but we beat things that you've spoken to them. So, you know, it will generate its own story for you, and then you have to figure out and solve it yourself. You cannot cheat. So you have to do what I did and put in all the legwork and figure it out yourself. Because a lot of people just cheated. They didn't figure it out. A lot of people just cheated. So yeah, I'm proud that I looked it up. Not looked it up. I did the legwork and solved it myself. I didn't look it up. Words sometimes don't come out right. But yeah, I'm proud that I did the hard work and didn't look it up. I didn't cheat. I didn't look it up. I figured it out from what we did. Okay. Because I did. You know, I put in all the legwork. I did all the investigation. And we figured it out the very, very hard way. Music. But again, don't copy strike me. All this music's going to be deleted in YouTube. This music will not exist because it'll go, content ID, and I'm going to have to be like, delete music. I don't want it. Mute it. So I don't know if you even get to hear anything that I'm saying during all these music bits. But the music will be gone because there's no way to turn it off. It is sweet music, but, you know, it's not going to exist, and you're just going to have my talking, my people talk. Together we can make it. Okay. End credits. Thankfully it didn't do all of these ones at a time, because like I said, you know, game credits are so long, but did we really need the world's longest pre-credits to then do even more credits? I guess it was to make you think that it was all over then and there and not more. But wait, what if it's still not over? What if there's still even more? That would be ironic, wouldn't it? Sony Interactive Entertainment Worldwide Studios Europe. SIUSV. Okay, there's lots and lots of studios involved in this. You can see all the hard work that they put into it though, because it was a good game and it's like very, very well done. First party games marketing. Special thanks to Kim Kamensky. Okay. Media companies, public relations, partnerships and activation, social media directors, specialists and senior managers, and supply chain operations. There's a lot of people involved. Lots and lots of people. But we finally delivered. And now it's the hard work of raising the baby. It's the whole thing that the bridge baby wasn't his bridge baby and he was just coming for Sam and Sam was his baby. Or were they both the same? Because, you know, unless they cloned the baby, which they could have, you know, it might have been cloned and repeated, you know, history loops. And that ended up with all the various BBs that were all linked. And they were all just one and the same, except that one in particular, in that instance, in that timeline, got freed. You know, I think it is that there were whole timelines that all crossed over. And then in that particular timeline, because Sam went back in time and hugged him and he got shot in the back, it made the new BB that got shot, that got Sam released. Oh, Mom. Porter's connected with. Are these all the people that I connected with? That would be clever if it's the ones that I particularly connected with. That would be clever. If it's just the people that they worked with and they gave copies of the game to, you know, that's not the same. But if it was the ones that I particularly connected with, then that's a nice touch. Because all of the porters that helped me and I connected with deserve some recognition in the credits as well. So yeah, I think that would be a nice touch. Udi. I guess the Walrus hoodie that the cosplayer gave us was an hoodie. Kima Productions. Yeah, I think that's a nice touch. Any of the porters that I've connected with, you deserve a shout out in the end credits. For, you know, you were part of my game. You were helping me. All porters connected, helping each other. It's not over. The real life person's hands? Sam and BB hand in hand, because it was always the hands. Like Louise. It was a girl all along. I guess that answers that question. It couldn't have been him. Kelly, another person was Lockney. I guess the voice rather than the person. And then various voices for the different language national localizations. Okay, so now he's raising a daughter. Louise. Okay, credits I would like to end eventually. We connected with all of these people. Higgs Monaghan. Never knew his surname. Never ever was Monaghan mentioned. So it's interesting that it actually has a name. But the five were Fragile, Mama, Deadman, Hartman, and maybe Die Hardman as well, with the five people that we were supposed to be connected with at the end. Completed. 17 tumbles taken. 3 pieces of footwear worn out. Is that all? Total water ingested a lot. That's not that much blood. 371 crypto bytes, 17 hours, 18 minutes, and 37 seconds rested. 23 of 72 items fabricated. 178 structures, 34 roads. It's not that many kilometers. 78 hours and 57 minutes. 450 orders, 71 with Sam. 297 standard, 82 by bots, no supply requests. 1,132 pieces of cargo picked up. 79 awesomes. 79 legends of legends of legends. And all of the ascending. Okay, 2,262 pieces of cargo and 29.99 tons of cargo. 37 times through, full connection, 301 likes from BB out of a lot. 37 British contracts. 34 people were recruited into the UCA. 26 of them were 3 all-star or higher. Only 22 were at 4 and 14 were at max. So out of 37 contracts, we connected 14 to 5-star. 2,100 connections made with other players. That's a lot. 505,282 likes. Most of them from other players. And there's my final evaluation. Bridling's at 84. Everything else is purple. I guess red's higher than purple then. So they're still waiting to go higher. That wasn't the bridge link, it was the delivery volume, the miscellaneous and the cargo condition. Oh no, the bridge link's the top one. Okay, yeah. The delivery type got maximum, I think. Not around. I don't care about the music. No. I don't want music. BB's theme. We got some new data about Sam's return. Memories of Cliff. Okay, we can now view any of the memories and change the colour scheme in the private room. Okay. I guess there's a post-game content. If we want to go complete all the deliveries and 5-star everything, I guess. Is there any more story? Is there actually post-game story? I mean, BB wouldn't be connected. There's surely not going to be any BTs in the world. There might be mules. But completing deliveries should surely be easy now. We've literally prevented the Stranding. There's no more BTs. Tomorrow is in your hands. There's more episodes 2 weeks earlier. Timey-wimey. Oh, 2 weeks earlier because maybe we can change an alternative ending. And it has to be 2 weeks earlier because BB has to
Good morning,
not be born.
Collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Well, look who's awake.
Started,
Morning,
okay.
Sam. You'll be happy to hear your vitals have stabilized and that you're well on your way to recovery.
The wedding's back on.
Not that it's your fault, but what I wouldn't give to trade places.
There wouldn't be
We're all stuck
2
in the
weeks.
president's office, working like dogs to get everything ready in time for the inauguration.
Okay.
But at least one of us is still free as a bird.
Because that was a
Head
month
out.
later, so
Make
2
the
weeks
most
to go
of
would
it.
still be
Or even
post-game.
do some orders if you wanted. Might do you good to get back in the game. You may recall it was raining buckets back when you left for Amelie's Beach. We took a real beating at the time, but we've done our best to service the structures and vehicles in the area. So you know, any cargo that was stored in your private locker at a damaged facility should have been transferred to your private locker here at this distro center. Anyway, busy or not, we'll still be on the end of the line if you need us. And if you want some alone time, we should be able to manage for now. Just make sure you're back in time for the big day, all right?
Carried
See you
space
then.
well.
Hey, Sam, you sure you don't have any unfinished business?
Like the ghosts, like BTs. Pastime until the presidential inauguration. I mean, we only came out a month ahead of, you know, what happened, but now we're 2 weeks earlier, so we've literally travelled back in time. The wedding's back on? Another V-chip? Finally found it, the last ship. Go figure. This one will be the biggest bitch to bring yet. Ship's in Ruin Mall. That's a delivery terminal there too. One that nobody's fucking long ass up until now. Looks like some terrorists got their hands on the ship and are using the terminal trying to decrypt the data. Trying to overload it remotely, but no dice. Don't know what's on the ship. But I do know those Pangeros are up to no good. It's worse. We disable the structures and facilities in the area, render them unusable, community and existing structures, and you won't be able to build any new ones either. Damn. Just gonna have to get in there and fuck them up like before, and still dare. Once you got the ship, bring it back to me like it did before. I should be able to undo damage, bring back everything back online after. Grab the order from the distro center, south Lake Knot City. This last phase, Sam. Blow from the gold. He also has a connection level. Okay, so we can connect V. Maybe you already heard. My daughter turned up here the other day. Yeah. Saying she was moving back home. Not long after that, her man came round looking for her. I don't know about that. That seems to be a long time that she was at your place, mate. So I decided it was time to come clean and tell them the whole truth about what happened 5 years ago. The truth about how they first met. My daughter's real parents were killed by a gang of junk dealers. A gang to which her own husband used to belong to. He was just a boy at the time, though. And in fact, he was the one who saved her life. Somehow he convinced the others to leave her be. I still remember the way he was holding her hands when I found them, how scared she was. Had pulled over her face, unable to find the words. I tell you, the boy chose to strike out on his own after that and set himself up as a prepper. But no, I won't deny it. I didn't want to take care of them both, so I sent him on his way. Pure chance they met again and fell in love. Fate, maybe. So I cursed it that day. Let me tell you, they didn't remember each other. Trauma, I suppose. Burden to bear, blah, blah, blah. I realised that had to be done. They both needed to remember the whole of it, that he'd saved her life. That she wouldn't need saving if it wasn't for his gang. Knowing the truth, recognition. Told me he'd love someone, nothing else matters. Can you believe that? So I told them to give it another go. Won't be easy. Frankly, marriage never is. Neither is love or relationships. Hopefully, if they want to be married, I'll support their decision. The wedding is back on. Mother told us what happened 5 years ago. Weird how don't have any memory of it. Some things get better forgotten. His gang killed your parents, but there's no denying that he saved me, took me by the hand and led me to safety. Wish I could remember that much, even if it meant having to remember some of the rest. He's there for me 5 years ago, and ever since my mother's been there for me too. It's because of them and their love that I survived and became who I am today. I owe them everything. Well, maybe not everything. I shouldn't forget how you've helped me, Sam. I can't thank you enough. Going back to our own shelter now. No more running away from me. I've got a winter plan after all. But don't you remember how much you hated living with him and you couldn't bear being with him, so you ran away back to your mother's? I don't think there's changes anything, and I think you're still gonna hate living with him. But sure. Bona fide hero shit. You actually pulled it off, made your way out west and came back to tell the tale. Gotta admit, I was worried you wouldn't see it through. Seemed like tall order for anyone. After all, it hasn't been easy for all the people you left behind, but I told myself I'd try not to blame you. Wouldn't be too far. I'm sorry if I ever doubted you. You're the real hero, Sam. There's plenty of us out there that I've never forgotten. I hear BB making weird noises. God, I really need the loot. Okay, we got some likes. Did they level up more? The table has a giant space whale eating the crypto bites. They're really hungry for crypto bites. And maybe army Sam. Right, let's drink some porter, ale. There's still more to this game. There's still more to this game. How do I examine the figures? Is that okay? Yes. Nightmares and memories. Okay, we don't want to live the nightmares. You said I could customize the room. Okay, use the shower and the toilets and everything. Maybe we're not done. Maybe we're coming back to this. Hello, Tharia. Hello, hello. How are you? How's your day going? I'm going to tell you now that once this guy's gone to the loo, I'm going to be ending because I need to go to the loo and I'll be going for 4 hours. But I appreciate you popping by. Hopefully you had a nice weekend and a good start to your week. How is your day going? You having a good Monday? Yeah, sorry about that. It's always the way, but time zones, it is late and I've been going for 4 hours and, you know, I thought I was completing the game. Turns out this was not the end of the game. Hopefully I'll have a good week. Hopefully you have a good week too. But yeah, I do appreciate you coming by. Good that you're having a good day as well. But yeah, I really need to know. You know, I really thought this was going to be the end of the game. And then it's like, have another chapter. The game is still not over. So I'll be coming back to this next week. But yeah, take care. And I'll see you soon and have a lovely week.